This is nothing to do, Caroline, with trying to undermine you. Really, I just want the Met to turn up, because this is about Londoners. Nobody knows who I am, who you are, but Londoners expect us to do our job in holding the Met to account through the Mayor and MOPAC. If the senior police officers don't turn up, you've had nearly a whole year as chair, and we're not getting anywhere. So I'm afraid this is why I brought it. Thank you.
You're entitled to a point of personal explanation.
Assembly Member Devenish, you just named me, or you at least said that I had got nowhere with these negotiations. The Commissioner is here for the same number of attendances as any Commissioner on average over the last 10, 12 years. He is having lunch with us in 2 weeks' time, as well as appearing at our Q&A. We are getting somewhere with these negotiations, and we...
Assembly member, I would appreciate you not heckling somebody when they're doing a personal explanation.
I'm sorry, I'd like an apology for that.
What was said? I didn't hear exactly what was said.
Chair. The member has asked for an apology, and it really ought to be made. And if not, you need to take some action.
I have no way of making a member apologise.
You can ask.
But I can do that. But I would rather it was settled in the members' consciences. Can I ask, bearing in mind, but Assembly Member Devenish, is there anything you'd like to say at this moment?
If you wish to do this, Chair, that's absolutely fine. I found working with Caroline so difficult during the year. I'm very happy to be removed, frankly.
Chair, under that standing order, I'd like to move that the member is no longer heard.
Before we do that, Assembly Member, there was an accusation against you that you used a personal remark against another member. Is that something you admit that you did? And if it's the case...
Would you like to repeat what I apparently said?
Well, I didn't actually hear it. I heard a chunter, but I did not hear...
Chair, I believe that going further into this prolongs the harm, and therefore we should use that standing order now.
I believe in the freedom of speech and the right of members to attend this chamber, and so that's a last resort, and I believe it's at my discretion. Assembly Member, I believe the member was objected to what she says is your use of the word deluded, that you are deluded. Is this some words that you...
I'm happy to withdraw that word, Chair.
Thank you very much.
It's more than that.
Chair, I don't want to prolong it, but I do feel that what was requested was an apology, and Assemblymember Berry did ask that the motion be put, and Assemblymember Pigeon did second that, so you may wish also to consider that in the light of the non-apology, and I'd like to move that the motion be put.
So go back to Assembly Member Berry. You proposed a motion.
I do propose that under the third ground named by the clerk there, I think the third one, about poor conduct. This is something sanction we ought to use. We've used it before, and I think this is something we should set a standard with. So I do make that motion.
Is there a second?
Yeah, I'll second it, and I think if an apology was given, then actually we could move on, but I'll second it if there's no apology coming.
There is no debate on that motion. All those in favour, please indicate.
All those in favour? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in favour, Chair.
All those against, please indicate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against. That's carried. To leave, but
there's no requirement for the member to physically leave, but that they may not be heard for the duration of the meeting. Right. Okay.
How to get a home early. He's
Yeah.
do that every week.
Thanks.
I believe that the
He's
motion can now be put to the vote, Chair.
He'll do that every week.
Yes.
Go home.
That motion now needs to be voted on. All those in favour?
Apologies. For clarity, Chair, can I just explain that that has an alteration in that motion? So it's the altered version that we're voting on. The altered motion in the name of Assembly Member Devenish. All those in favour, please show. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in favour, Chair. And those against?
All those against, please.
That's no votes against, Chair. That's carried.